Hey all, Future Shock Foundation. This is DJ Santa here with a tech review for y'all. This time, we're looking at the unihertz Titan 2. From the angle of accessibility for low vision, legally blind, visually impaired, whichever label you want to go by. So let's get into it. So now we are looking at the phone itself. The best part about this, and reason why I say is great from an accessibility standpoint, is, if you can see here, for those who don't have well enough vision, this actually has a physical keyboard to it, which is quite an advantage over, your typical slab phone that you get from Apple, Motorola, Samsung, what have you. So, does easier typing without many typos, if any. You still get your autocorrect. And it has the Shift/caps lock command, top center, or top left. The symbol key for, like your quotations, parentheses, all that. Then you got your back button, recent home button, FN button, which I haven't fully delved into, but it doesn't really matter too much because you can actually kind of change a little bit on these top row keys what you want them to do. Alt key kind of does similar to the SIM key, so you can get all this. So, furthermore, and I will demonstrate this here shortly. So this does have a fingerprint sensor on the side power button here, and then you got your volume rocker. It's like, I'd say about like a 4.5 inch square display. This actually comes from the BlackBerry Passport. It's kind of a recycle out of that. And actually, that's what this phone mostly kind of resembles a little bit, with a few modifications, for proprietary patent reasons and all that jazz. And then you got two side shortcut keys, which you can set these to go into anything you want them to. So whether it's a short press, double tap, or long press. So like this top one, I have set up to go into Prudence, which does a lot of accessibility tools, which that's another thing I'll separately review, but it does have an AI camera. They'll read text for you and everything. But the keyboard also doubles as kind of like your scroll wheel on your mouse. So as you can see here, I'm able to scroll amongst the app. But you're probably wondering, okay, how well does this type? That's going to be a little bit easier said than done, one-handed. But let me get into not sheets. Let's go into a quick Google Docs creation here. So you can do hello world. As you can see here, I can actually feel like, if you're familiar with home row typing, or, you know, if you had like a BlackBerry or T-Mobile Sidekick, Samsung Gravity, LG Neon, like any of the physical QWERTY keyboard phones back in the day, you know, you'll know where the majority of your basic keys are. And I mean, I'm sure I could probably find some itty bitty Braille lettering deals, but it is a nice clicky tactile experience. Now you're wondering, okay, what's with this, the zoom? So this way I can just go to a certain part of the screen here and then, you know, be able to look at something a little bit more closely. And the launcher I'm using is the Niagara launcher. So now when it comes to social media, let me lower the brightness here so it's a little bit more visible on camera. So yeah, in this normal state mode, if you swipe from this side of the screen, you get, you know, your kind of soft settings, so like your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, all that jazz. If you want to go straight to your notifications, you swipe from the left side of the screen. From the left of this unihertz logo, which also hides the earpiece. So you got that. So when it comes to social media, this is not exactly the best phone for those of y'all who want to doom scroll. Okay, let me show you a good reason why. We'll just show one of my favorite friends here. Okay, so the chat kind of shows up a little bit on the small side, so that's where the zoom comes in. But then sometimes if I go down here and activate something on here called mini mode, it'll do this. And then you'll see it kind of goes more to something like this. Because sometimes it's very iffy on whether or not the chat will show up sometimes on here, on TikTok. So, and there's like a ton of apps, especially like Instagram Reels, but then you can still, you know, do your typical doom scrolling. So, let me go to one of my videos here, and I can show you a little bit what's going on here. So, you know, this is how it'll go for full screen. You can actually tell this to through intelligent assistance, but if I take it out of mini mode here, go back to regular, a little bit of the image up top and bottom kind of gets cut off on some occasions. And that's like from video to video deal. So like, let's see here. Like, for instance, yeah, you can see here, disability rights are human rights. I made this on Tony Hawk American Wasteland. So if we go back to mini mode, if I remember where that is. And now, yeah, it's still, it's not exactly the best. So, I mean, if you're wanting to get like some basic work done, so like your emails, your document writing spreadsheets, you know, I think it's called Google Slides for their equivalent of Microsoft PowerPoint. You can get all that done on here. Easy. And with the tactile keyboard. But yeah, doom scrolling on social media is not this phone's strong suit. So, but if you're not looking to do doom scrolling and you are getting this kind of for like a work phone, perfect. So, both from a standard user and also a low vision, legally blind person talking about this. This is like pretty much my dream phone. Perfect. Like almost perfect. The only thing this is missing is a headphone jack, and this does have a infrared blaster, so you can use this for a TV remote if you want to. But yeah, no headphone jack, so you have to get a dongle. But whatever. This also doubles as a leveler, a plumb bob, and a few other tools. So, yeah, this is the perfect work phone. So, yeah, I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. Peace out, y'all. Oh yeah, last bit, this is what I was talking about. Because sometimes when multiple guests come up on TikTok, yeah, this just goes on further as to why I said this is not a doom scrolling phone. This is not for social media.